royal people.
What's up, y'all? It's King Life.
Queen Life.
Back
I didn't get my finger this time.
Discussion. Huh?
Usually you go. I didn't get that this time.
What? Sure. 2 fingers.
Another discussion for you
Another
guys.
discussion for y'all to listen and discuss for yourselves. Jump in the comment, discuss everything. So what's the topic for today?
This is a parenting topic.
There's always some kind of parenting.
Well, it's not always.
I don't know.
Sometimes it's a life topic. Sometimes it's a relationship topic.
Relationship is life.
Okay.
It's always a life topic, I guess, yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a parenting topic today.
Alright, what's the topic?
The topic is discipline practices.
But specifically,
Parenting practices.
specifically
Discipline.
Specifically in discipline.
Physical?
Physical or verbal?
Verbal. There's 2.
Which one do you guys do?
What do you practice?
I call old school or new school, or I like to call it barbaric or non-barbaric. It's some stuff.
Slavery.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff that goes with, beating the kid ass for something that he shouldn't be. You should just teach him. Or spanking a 9-month-old.
A 9-month-old? You know somebody that spanked a 9-month-old?
What is the purpose of spanking a 1-year-old?
Okay, so let's talk about that then. So there is a distinct difference as to how you reinforce behaviors. Is there an age before you can start to discipline a child? So I believe I was taught that discipline starts in utero.
Right, discipline. Of course.
Discipline starts in utero. So like
my
baby, like my son, my daughter
because
kick
discipline
too hard.
it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just discipline.
It's discipline,
to prepare you for a structure.
To reinforce the behavior.
So you're disciplined.
If Prince or Princess, you know what I'm saying, like kick too hard, like I literally used to push back and be like, that hurt, mommy, like stop.
Yeah,
so it's kind of like setting the precedence for behavior, parenting practices, things of that nature. So,
and that said, that some people believe that discipline means iron fists. Some people when they hear the word discipline, it's in a negative connotation, to where it's not. It's just, you know what I mean? That's punishment.
So there's
some
a
people,
difference. Punishment is an actual action.
Punish
to something, taking something away.
Right, you're being punished.
Consequence.
Yeah, but it's a negative. Punishment is a negative, right?
A negative consequence.
That's punishment. But some people, it's synonymous to discipline. It has to be a punishment involved with any discipline. And some people, discipline, anytime anything that the child's gonna learn, they involve discipline or punishment in it. It's crazy. Some people are just psycho. But I understand that it's passed down.
Well, I think it's a generational thing.
It's
passed down.
Yeah.
Like,
and unless you step back and look back and say, you know what? Why am I doing this? My mother, I ain't like when my mother did it or my father did it. Mm-hmm. So why am I doing this? You should step back, and it's actually more difficult to not do it. So you'd be a better parent. You'd be actually a better person, really. Mm-hmm. Like if you really put an effort day to day to be a better parent without using physical things,
discipline practices.
You actually to make you a better person, because you have to actually talk. And when you talk, that child can now communicate better. Mm-hmm. They can articulate themselves better. You know what I mean? Because a lot of kids, they don't. Well, yeah, they don't know how to talk because they know smack. When they go to school, what happened? When their little friend or something, they don't like something, they punch them now because they didn't know how to talk.
Right, and that happens a lot. So what you see a lot of times is kids mimic what they see in their household. Of course. So instead of learning how to address their emotions, mm-hmm. they mimic and repeat what they saw in their household. Right. So if I get upset and I punch the wall and my princess see me punch the wall, she gets upset, she punched the wall.
And
it's because she saw it. It don't matter, wherever environment.
Right, because she didn't know how to articulate herself.
Because she also saw what was modeled to her.
Right.
So a lot of parenting comes from modeling, from positive modeling, but also being like realistic with yourself, because sometimes we have these unrealistic, like I'm really hard on myself.
You should. That's a good
because
parent.
I have unrealistic expectations sometimes that aren't age appropriate. So when you were talking about a 9-month-old being physically disciplined, that's not age appropriate, first of all. And then second of all, you know, a 2-year-old has a different cognitive awareness and ability
when he
to
should know better to certain
understand.
things. Right.
So like, remember, there's a video where, you know, our princess was doing my hair, and I said something, and I looked back, and she's like, "Mommy, you want a papow?" Because she was like 2 and a half. It from me. Well, I used to pop her hand.
I'm talking about the word pop. The
papow, yeah. I mean, I don't even know if we really called it a papow. I think we just did it, and maybe the sound. You never popped neither one of them?
No, not at that age.
No, I didn't. At 9 months, I'm not talking about 9 months.
No, but her age she was now. No, 2. You know I never did that.
2.
I would never know. I never said do that or I'm gonna give you this.
I think there's a difference between a reaction and a response.
But that's how they.
And that's the big thing.
You know why she said pop out? Because someone constantly told her, do this or you're gonna get this. So that's why she naturally said it. I've heard people tell her that. You know, like, yeah, I heard people say that. Do this or you're gonna get a pop out. I've heard it in the airport. I've heard it in stores. Don't do that or you're gonna get a pop out. So then they gonna automatically associate
that behavior.
Hey, then tell their friend the same thing. Do this or you because she don't know no better. Okay. When it comes to physical, I do believe there's a time you should be physical. I'll give people this example. Let's say your 1-year-old is gonna put his finger in the socket. Do you say, "Hey, don't put your finger in that socket"? What do you do? It
becomes a reaction because you're trying to keep them safe.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna snap
them.
Yeah.
Right. So, see what I'm saying? There's time.
But that's a difference. That's a reaction. That's a safety reaction.
Yeah, but that's also discipline. It comes with, to me, discipline is a last resort.
Okay, so if you're going to the socket and you stop them,
you're gonna slap them.
But then it comes.
They're gonna understand that I got smacked in my finger. Yeah, well, I'm talking about they're like a little to where they really can't talk, but they understand. They don't do that. They don't understand. Okay, and then the next time they're gonna look at you. We all have kids that we know that they're smart as crap. Then they'll go like this and look at you when their hand is not on the thing.
Our son do that all the time.
So they know what he's doing. I'm talking about when they're like 1, like when they're little, before they can talk. Like they'll look at you. They'll look at you because they knew the last time that happened. They probably got one of these.
Yeah, it's called conditioned reinforcement of behavior.
Yeah, but I'm saying that's the only time I believe in a physical because physical is part of life, right? There are times you have to be physical with someone. Like if someone is attacking you, you got to push them off and punch them. You can't say stop, don't touch me. Please don't bother me.
Why do you always talk like that when you be explaining stuff?
I don't want people to think that physical is not bad. To me, it's not. Physical is the last resort, but only when it comes to discipline. Let's just say, Lil Jon, right?
Yeah.
What the hell? All right.
You better not edit this out either.
Let's say Lil Jason. Any rapper named Lil Jason. Okay, really? Lil Tom. Okay, go ahead. Let's say little question mark.
Stop.
Little question mark, right? He had got like a C on, let's just say, a test, right? He came home. You never did homework with him. You never studied with him. You never showed him tips on how to do it better. Then the next test, he got another C. You have no right to be mad at that kid. And to make it even worse, you have no right to want to give him a beating or something like that because you got a C.
Whooping.
We know what I mean, same thing.
Spanking.
You have no right to do that for a C. That means he needs help in that. People just help him. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're not helping them with their work, it's your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault.
So there's a lot of psychological.
Psychologically, it's your fault.
Connotations and things that are associated with physical discipline practices. Statistically, we know that they don't work. They're not as effective because
physical.
Yeah, it's not as effective.
Well, it is, but it's a fear mongering type thing.
So here's the thing. So yeah, it's a trial by person, individual quality. So like,
you're not building a better person. You just make somebody scared of you.
Right. So I was the kid.
You're not gonna be a better person.
Who I could count on one, maybe 2 hands, how many ass whoopings I got
Me too.
as a kid. But my sister, on the other hand, who wasn't afraid of the spankings, got them shits like on a daily.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of killers at spanking. So we know spanking in
that's
general.
what I'm saying. I'm saying that you have to know your child and know what's reinforcing and what's going to work as far as a discipline practice.
But discipline, period.
Period.
Spanking is
not right.
It's not discipline. Just because you spank is not discipline.
I agree. So
it's easier.
I believe in behavior charts. I believe in treasure boxes, that things that are age appropriate for our kids. And we, I think that I would say that in the beginning, when we first started having to implement them, I don't think you were necessarily like on board with the behavior charts. And
I was with anything because I understand.
Yeah, but
discipline
it wasn't really,
is just discipline.
When I say like you weren't on board, I don't think that it wasn't what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know, but
it wasn't consistent across the board for us. But I remember very clearly. Yeah,
I was never against favorite charts.
I didn't say you weren't against. I just said that you weren't on as fully on board. Because here's the deal.
You just do it more than me.
Right. So consistency.
But I do my own thing. Right.
But if that's a model or a tool that we're using, the kids needs to be across the board. It don't need to be one parent do it when they feel like doing it, and the other.
Who they act up with more? Me or you?
They act up with me more.
So obviously.
So we should talk about that, royal people, because why do kids test their mama gangster far more than they daddy?
That could be another topic. But what I do works. Remember I told you that
I can do the exact same thing you do, and it don't have the same effectiveness.
Right. No, what? But
it does not have the same effectiveness.
But at the same time, you gotta be consistent with it.
I am consistent with it. I am consistent with our behavior charts.
Yeah, but that's cool. I could be.
How you gonna be dismissive of that?
I'm not. I could be the mean one all day because I'm consistent. People say, "Oh, you the mean." No, I'm just a parent. If I say no, I'm not gonna change it in 5 minutes. I'm not gonna change it. And a lot of time mothers do that. They do. They change it, and they're consistent. I don't never gotta be a friend.
We're consistent in a different light.
Ever. No, consistent in general. Just you can't change it. If you say you're not gonna get something, don't give it to them, or don't change it. Don't flip flop. And I'm a flip flopper, and they know that. That's why I think that they give you such.
But I don't think it's that. I disagree with that.
I've studied.
The one thing that like I know, like I am personally like very organized and a person of repetition. So a lot of stuff.
A lot of times you give it to them. I've seen it many times. You just give it something. Like, I'm like, yo, why you do that?
You don't think that I should give them choices, and we've
that's
had
part
a conversation
of it, though.
about it.
I'm not talking about it discipline wise.
But that's part of what
Take
kind
that.
of. I disagree.
Oh, right, but it works for me.
I believe that kids should have choices.
Nah,
I don't feel like you get on me about giving them a choice about their breakfast. If I say, do you want
that you do their breakfast in the morning?
Hold on. If I say, it's not like I'm giving them like a far-fetched like choice. If I say, do you want waffles this morning or do you want oatmeal? Mm-hmm. It's either one or the two. I'm not gonna give. If they say no, I want toaster strudels. I'm not gonna be like, okay, fine. Here's a toaster strudel.
Let me tell you why
I make them choose one or the other.
But you know why it doesn't work? In their mind, they have options. Period with you. Me, they have no option. Every time you ask Kanye what he wants, doesn't he say he doesn't want this? Or if you say he wants it, he doesn't want it in 5 minutes. Or he wants something that you didn't even offer him. I'm talking about, he's an angel. I can make him a bowl of cement with a piece of leaf on the side of it. He'll find some way to eat it. Dad, this smells hard, but it's good. I'm telling you. Because he knows he has no option whatsoever. Because
but that's a whole other topic. That's another topic.
That's part of discipline.
Yeah, but it's kind of another topic.
No, but it's part of discipline. Okay. Yeah, because everything I do is based on discipline. Everything I do is based on discipline.
But like I said, what I was trying to say is that about being on the same page with the behavior chart. Mm-hmm. I very clearly remember the day that you clipped the kids down or up on the chart.
I did it one time.
You've done it a few times. Like you've done it a few times. But it was so much more impactful because they now realize that mommy and daddy are on the same page and that consequence or that reward system is going to be followed through from both sides. So it helped me be able to reinforce the system that is in place for them to follow. Because you now...
I try to remember.
bought into it. Where like for me, I use that like it keeps me from yelling. Like using the clip chart keep me from yelling because I already told them like, yo, I don't say nothing to them no more. I don't have to argue. I just come and then they have their little meltdown and I can ignore that meltdown because I'm not exhausted from already going like, stop that, da 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 da. Hey, you and as soon as they hear the little like Velcro, they know. So that's something that I feel it works. It works for our kids. But here's the thing: a lot of parents.
That specific works.
A lot of parents don't like behavior charts because it takes work on the parent side. So you just said
they don't like discipline. Period. It takes work.
But you just said if you forget, if you remember,
because it's stepping outside of what I'm already doing. Discipline period was work. Remember, to be a good parent, just to be a good parent, period.
You have to be a disciplinary.
Yes. So to be a good parent, period, takes work. It's very easy to get kids that they want, to buy them stuff, to let them do it. That's very easy. That's not a parent. You're their friend, their homeboy, and you're going to see what's going to happen later on as being a friend to them. But to actually be a good parent, it takes a lot of work. You have to want to do that. Because you know that it's going to make them into a better person.
It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of discipline as a parent to be a good parent. Because
you don't have discipline, you can't teach someone discipline.
True.
So it takes discipline.
But you gotta be able to, and I think for us, we do a very good job of recognizing each other's strengths and weaknesses as a parent, and we support each other in that because there's a lot of things that like I don't have patience. And so I'm gonna do like you do. So all the mamas out there,
that's a women thing,
who don't have patience when it comes to homework time with their kids. There's something that I can't do it.
Yeah, but that's deeper stuff.
And you do a very good job. But that comes from my past too. It does.
I remember being 4 or 5 and all that stuff in New York. Things are much. The school system way better, by the way. Yeah, I remember being yelled at and like being hit for not knowing how to spell something. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Here's a blank slate, right?
Tabula rasa.
True that. Here's a blank slate, Taranted, that you're trying to teach this foreign language to. Because it's a foreign language.
True.
Right? And you're trying to shove this stuff into their brain, because really it's actually unnatural thing. You're trying to teach them math formulas and a letter that would go like this, so this will be A, and you put it in front of this one that makes this letter, and then
that's why kids learn things at developmental stages.
Right. So now,
so their brain
developmentally, you can understand if someone doesn't get something. I get it, but if someone don't get something the first time, what the purpose is you beating it into them? That's why the highest. People always say certain cultures have this and certain cultures have that. They're more doctors and certain with all that, but they also have a higher suicide rate. I personally know people of certain culture. I'm not gonna say culture of specific cultures, right? Who have attempted suicide or who don't want to be the doctor or any of them stuff that they don't want to be it. It's just that it is drilled into them since they were kids. Their parents said they have to be it. I mean, that's going to little by little. People are doing their own thing.
You married an overachiever.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about
but that's part of it. Though.
I know. I'm talking about this. You don't want to do none of that.
But I'm saying you're married to somebody that is an academic overachiever.
You're not wrong with that.
There's not.
I'm talking about that.
I know that stress. Like I saw a meme.
Yeah, but that's for you. I'm talking about.
I know, but what I'm saying, as a parent,
student. No. You must be a doctor. Mom, I don't want to be a doctor.
No, I'm not saying you should. No, I just
when
think
they
the
force their kids
part
to understand calculus. How you gonna force somebody to understand calculus? And then any age. Have you ever done that?
I took calculus.
These man-made theories. Most of them are theories. Man-made theories with formulas that cannot be proven anywhere in history, but it goes along with just the science of it and the art of it and the theory, and they just call it something. Boom, that's what it is. Most people are never gonna understand those things. Never. It's impossible. But there's certain brains who just get, like when I was a math tutor, there's certain things I understand better than some other people. It's just the way I was born.
Me, I still use my fingers to count and to do my timetables.
I used to do certain equations in my head, algebraic equations in my head. And I never forget one year. I remember one year went to BA summer school.
That's Board Anderson for some of our.
Yeah, Broward County, Board Anderson. I went to Nova High School, but for summer school I went there to hang out with Rod and them and get some extra credit. I went there and took like an algebra class. And I did all of them in my head. And she accused me of cheating. She's like,
you didn't show your work.
I didn't show my work. She's like, oh, you come in here, y'all Nova boys come over here with that people and try to cheat. Lady. Everybody, y'all know who Miss Lewis is. You went to BA? Miss Lewis. Yeah. But yeah, it's crazy. Certain things easy for me, certain things easy for you, certain things easy for some other people. But
True.
Don't expect anyone to grasp these complicated equations, especially when it comes to math and stuff like that. Physically beating someone to learn anything, period, is just abuse. I mean, like, duh, who wouldn't call that abuse?
Yeah, I know some people that used to get slaps on their hands for like spelling words wrong.
That's abuse.
Yeah.
That's abuse.
Well, in the state of Florida, it's not abuse unless you leave a mark.
Okay, first of all,
I'm just saying that's the law.
I didn't say nothing about law. We all know what abuse is. Don't let us. You know my theory. You follow society, you're all gonna be wrong. Society don't know nothing. I don't know based on legal and illegal. Do stuff is right or wrong, cause they gonna flip one day. The law gonna change. The thing that was wrong is not right, cause you try to believe in legal or illegal. That's abuse.
But that's so.
Spell back. B-A-D. What is the purpose of slapping him? So now he gonna associate
violence. Yep, you're
with getting things wrong.
Violence.
And since I'm not doing what you said, I slap. So now he gonna treat people the same way I say. Hurt people.
Yes.
Yeah. I just think that there's a lot of responsibility when it comes to parenting and finding or using a parenting practice, discipline practice that is effective for your child.
And it's ongoing.
And effective for your household and effective, like you say, like it's consistency because
end of the day, effective for the child. End of the day.
Of course, 100%. Like it has to be for the child.
But you would have grown.
But it has to be.
But you're growing yourself.
Yeah, I'm not the same mama that I was. I'm definitely not the same person.
No, it's ongoing. That's all.
Yeah, and that's a part of life, and that's a part.
Reflecting is a big part of life. You step back and say, okay, what did I do right here? What did I do wrong here? You flick out some of the little. Don't throw the baby with the bathwater. Flick out the stuff you did wrong. Keep the right and add to it.
But it's like sometimes, like, okay, so you know how earlier we were talking about how a lot of stuff is learned, generational, like.
Most things, yeah.
And we have this tendency to be like, well, I survived and I turned out okay. Who said you was okay, though?
Okay, well, in that case, okay, your uncle that went to prison 15 years, he came out with a degree, and now he's a better person. Do you want everybody to go through that? Malcolm X went through all that crap. Do you recommend everyone go through that same journey Malcolm X just to be a good person? No.
But I think that
we say stuff like that because they don't want to put the work in to change. People don't like change.
People don't like
change. It's
I
lazy.
think that the other part of the whole discipline coin or conversation is that a lot of times we struggle with how people view our parenting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know you about to say, I don't care. I know that. But what I'm saying is that we have to do a lot of self-reflecting. So, like, with the homework, right?
You gotta reflect. You have to.
I found myself snapping at our child, at our daughter, because I was just so, like, in my mind. Right. One, I felt like.
Genetic memory is real now.
Yeah.
Genetic memory is real.
It
so
is.
Genes passed down, but mainly it's the nature versus nurture type thing.
Project.
Nature versus nurture type thing, but nurture is big.
But and the other thing is, like, sometimes either we strive to be so much not like our parents that we end up being just like them, and then we try so much to maybe be like them in the way that are the good stuff that we hold ourselves to this high expectation that's very unrealistic, and we end up struggling so much with it. So I just feel that the discipline thing is it's a real thing that parents have to be mindful of and just really put the work into really, finding something that's going to work for their household.
Yeah.
Because you can talk, sometimes you got some kids that you could talk talk to, and nothing changes, and you find yourself like always on 10 addressing their behaviors.
Well,
but then
we're talking about behavioral problems.
Well, the behavior problems is what lead to the discipline.
Because no, a lot of people they insert physical discipline with everything.
I know some people that used to get punched in their chest as a part of discipline.
Right, but that came from somewhere, all the way down to from slavery.
But see, I don't know where that came from because the person that raised them didn't do that.
That's you think nobody ain't do that.
I know that.
Okay, sure. Let me tell you, there are things that people don't have to tell you in their life today. You know that, right?
I'm not naive, kid.
You not just gonna grow up in a regular old and then all of a sudden start punching kids in their chest. You're not. You punch a kid in the chest. That's either a drug problem you got, which includes alcohol and everything you can smoke, sniff, drink affects the chemical of the brain. So I don't want to hear about what's natural, what's not natural. All drugs come from a plant, all of them. So let's not get that crazy. So if you're doing anything that's gonna change the chemical in your brain, you can snap. So you can learn from someone and just punch a kid in the chest. That too, it come from somewhere. We've all, especially when the kids are little, like daughter, we all caught ourselves doing something. Like, dang, so you step back and say, man, why'd I do that? I have flashbacks to somebody doing it to me. I didn't like it, so why'd I do that? But that's just being a good parent. You reflect. You say, okay, next time I'm not gonna do that. So then you get better and better because it's
sometimes your kids take you there though.
No, but that's called muscle memory. It's a reaction.
Some kids, boy.
Most reactions are uncontrollable.
Our son.
He don't bother me. See what I'm saying? He don't do nothing to me. We be chilling.
The problem with him is that he's so smart for his age.
He all smart.
No,
everybody kid's smarter.
Listen.
Right? Everybody kid's smart. Of course he's smart, but
no.
You know what he's smart kid.
But he knows, man. He knows. Like he knows what buttons to push. And I laugh because I can't even But okay, so here's something that I want to say about discipline.
What they get away with, trust me,
hold on.
When he was other people's houses, he know exactly what he can do.
Of course.
That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. Yeah, I do believe that if you are going to physically discipline your child, I think that you need to have some rules or some ground expectations. I do not believe that you should.
I think you should just wean off. I don't think it should be any.
I agree, but let me just say this: if you are going to physically discipline your child, I think that you need to be calm when you do that, and I don't think that you.
Then don't do it physically.
I agree, but what I'm saying is because you can go too far, and before you know it, you have like exceeded this discipline thing, and now you've
if you're being physical, eventually say to yourself, I won't be physical. Because if you're calm, there's no need. Usually, if you stop and breathe,
discipline.
You're not gonna physically hit it. Physicality comes from emotional reaction.
I know. That's what I'm saying. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of parents in this world. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about there are a lot of parents in this world that call themselves physically disciplining their children, and because they were emotionally charged and upset, they went too far.
It's all emotions.
Because I had a situation with our daughter a few weeks ago, and I felt like I wanted to. She was about to get these hands, like she was going to catch these hands. But I had to remember that she was my child, and that she was 7, and that was not the appropriate thing. So I had to kind of step. No,
you have to step back.
She was about to get these hands.
Yeah, but you have to step back. Realize it's just a little.
Like I had to tell her
being themselves,
but I had to tell her to get out of my face because I couldn't. Just seeing her in that moment was triggering me to want to whoop her.
Right, that's something you got to work on emotionally.
I told her to walk away.
You let a 7-year-old who's doing what they're supposed to do.
No, it was what she had done.
But she's supposed to do it. It's your job to correct her.
She was supposed to do what she had did. You know what I'm talking about.
But it's their job to stuff like that. It's our job to correct him. Not in a physical way, because she's going to treat the person.
But I had to explain to her the consequences and do a whole sequence as to how we got to that point. But I think it's I'm being very honest and very humble when I say sometimes our kids' behaviors can take us there.
Of course it can.
But I think we have to be mindful of that and to the parent not do that.
Because there are kids. Remember, everyone could experience the same situation and react differently. So you saying this kid could take you there, that kid would have been dead for a psycho parent for taking him there.
Yeah.
Versus somebody could have been calm for taking them to that same place. So at the end of the day, it's on the parent. It's up to our job not to be emotional. Most things that are done negatively, like it's emotional. Like I said, 99% of people in prison right now, it was a violent crimes. It's based on an emotional decision. All of them. No one
95%?
99, I said.
99?
99% of people. It was a reaction to something.
You have to show me them stats.
It's just common sense. Murder, anything you do, it's a reaction you had. It's just a reaction you had. It is. Whether you fought somebody, something. Beat your wife. You didn't sit down one day. Let's say serial killer. That's different. You didn't sit down one day and think about it. Okay, you know what, man, I'm calm. Let me calm down. Tomorrow I'm just going to kill her tomorrow.
Those are rare, like...
That's serial killer.
Circumstances.
Right. A regular person is reaction. I'm telling you, reaction. You punch somebody in the face, they die. You punch them, they fall, they die. You on outside, road rage arguing. Man, all that stuff is stupid. It's all emotional. What's going to come of it? Nothing. Those are all emotional reactions. All that stuff. Like I said, you let a 7-year-old who doing what she's supposed...
let a 7-year-old...
Not just you.
What are you talking to me? Yes, I let a 7-year-old take me there.
She's 7.
Yes,
she don't know.
I let her take me there.
It's our job to teach them. Remember, everything that they know, they get it from us, of course, society, but just try to spend more time with your kids than everybody else. That's it. You can do it now. These days, there's so much ways to make money, and you can be flexible. It's not like our parents, they had to work like 145 jobs, and they left you with grandma, they left you with somebody over there. Now there's a lot of options you can spend time with your kids, you know, because they gonna be raised by somebody. If you're not with them, sorry, you ain't raised them. That's mama.
You gotta have a break sometime.
Yeah, true. I'm talking about if you, I don't need.
You gotta have a break.
I'm just saying if someone is spending more time,
to say it.
That's cool. If someone
studies show like that moms need breaks.
Yeah, studies show that.
Momcations.
Studies show a lot of stuff about moms.
Most of it is factual.
You got that right. I'm glad you admit it. Psychos.
No, I didn't say that.
But yeah, they are.
You.
But I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, you just said.
I said you love me.
Since when? No, not today. What's today? What is today?
March.
Monday?
Somebody's birthday's coming up.
What's it, Monday?
Today's Monday.
Yeah, I love you on Thursdays. So a couple more days.
On your birthday?
What is Thursday?
Yes, your birthday is Thursday. He don't know what he's doing. He don't know what he's doing. Go, shawty. It's your birthday.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
All right.
Back to what we were saying.
That was a little break.
Yeah, you don't never need to be physical when you're dealing with discipline. Physical, to me, like I said, is only supposed to be the last resort when you have to physically show someone something. I don't think you ever have to physically show somebody. Now, if you like grabbing them, I'm talking about beating and hitting them. If you grab them, man, if you don't get over here, that's different.
That's different.
Because you got to bring them over here.
That's protection. That's safety.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the last resort. Get over here because you're not listening. Now, if you go to them and say, didn't I say don't get over here? And smack him in their face, that's not going to do anything. He's going to not go over there again. He's going to remember trauma in his face. And when he go to school, the first person that do something he don't like, go smack him right in their face.
Do you?
They have to. I remember. I mean, we all grew up as kids. So we just trying to reflect when we were kids, what we like, what we didn't like. That's all.
Mm-hmm. So this is a food for thought question for our royal people.
You have to bring food. You all talking about food.
Don't judge me.
She thought about food.
Me. 30 times since we've been 30 times.
Thought about food, so she's gonna bring up food for thought.
Anyways, listen.
What kind of meal?
Do you believe I made red beans tonight? Anyways.
It was good.
It was good.
I
right?
thing, you wanna say?
No, red beans.
It was I
Red beans.
I no animals in it.
Oh.
It's lovely.
Anyways, do you guys think or believe that there is a difference across, we kind of touched on this a little bit earlier, across cultures and societies when it comes to discipline practices? Like what's effective, what's not effective.
Because of their own way.
I know, but like
I talking about abuse. That's another topic.
Okay, I know, but here's what I'm saying. I have looked at certain things and been told certain things that some parents of people I know got slapped in the face.
I don't even got
And to
abused.
me, a slap in the face
That's abuse.
is like...
Yeah, that's abuse.
But then
now,
I would get beat with
your little 17, 16-year-old boy taller than you and try to brush up on you. Tick, 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 tick. That's different. I'm talking about a kid. If you want to be a man, you can man it up. We're talking about kids.
17-year-old?
You would stand there with a 17-year-old trying to jump on you?
Wait, what are you talking about? Hold on.
I'm saying that if you have a teenage boy who's big, who going for some reason think he can try to attack you.
Attack his mama?
That's what I'm saying. That's different. We're talking about children.
I wish my son would.
No, you do what you gotta do to defend yourself. But as far as kids, I don't think there's no reason for you to physically beat the kid. I'm touching them and moving out of the way. I'm talking about literally.
Those are different things.
Beat them and all. There's no. Come on, get the belt. That's stupid. To me, I never understood.
Been there. Not like been there, like done that to my kids, but experienced that. Been there, done that.
Next time, tomorrow you're gonna get a whooping tomorrow. That's dumb. Really?
Or like, go get your Switch. How many of y'all had to go get your own Switch off the tree?
I only saw it in the movies. I didn't know it was real.
Real.
I didn't know it was real.
Vacuum cleaner extension cord.
Get the Switch. Get the Switch.
And that Switch. And how many of you guys can relate that Switch better not break in the middle of you getting that ass whooping?
See, that's some therapy. Yeah,
slavery related.
Slap you, man.
Slavery related.
Yeah, a lot of PTSD.
Oh yeah.
Without going to Iraq.
Vicarious trauma, man. Like
Iraq is way worse than
generational
Iraq.
trauma.
Yeah, it's crazy. A switch
off the tree.
That's crazy. That is freaking crazy. I have to see the Michael Jackson story. Joe
But
whooped
how
their
many
ass.
people?
But they're successful. So somebody would say, well, you know, he whooped their ass. No, it didn't make him successful. They can sing, dance. And he did have discipline, though. He didn't have to whoop him, but he did have discipline, though.
Discipline
when you see
is
the
different.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need to have whooping to have discipline. If he would have just whooped him, didn't have any discipline, it would have been useless. But he still had rules. He just whipped him with it, but he had rules and said, listen, if you do that, don't do this, don't do, you know? Structure, rules, discipline, that's what you really need. He didn't just whoop him for no reason. Because there's a lot of people got whooping, but nothing reinforced. They still let him go out. They still let them drink as teenagers. They smoke with them when they 15, but they whoop them.
I know somebody that told their kid that they was allergic to alcohol and semen.
I don't even know about what change that. I don't know what you talking about. I don't know what you talking about.
Anyway,
when you start thinking about food, you don't know what's going on in your brain.
So, yeah, man, physical discipline, parenting practices. What's your? Let us know how you guys.
Do you feel that you need to physically discipline a child?
Or do you feel that you
don't need to
can
discipline a child?
Use other alternative, non-traditional discipline practices?
I want to say non-traditional.
It's non-traditional depending upon the household.
Back in the day, it was traditional. I think now, non-traditional is the whooping part. These days. That's actually.
You think so?
Yeah, because when we were growing up traditionally with that spanking stuff, a lot of people got away from it because they remember they got their ass beat. Majority of people majority of people.
I was scared to do shit because I was afraid of an ass whooping.
Right.
Point
I wasn't. A lot of people wasn't. I know there's some killers who got beatings all the time, but they never had the discipline to go with it because they were still allowed to do things.
Right.
Right. So
discipline comes with sacrificing. There's a lot of things that you have to kind of.
D.L. Hughley has
temptation.
D.L. Hughley has a joke where he talk about. He said, him and his sister, they'll make let's say you want to sneak out the house, and she's like, D.L. Hughley said he used to be like, yo, should I go to the party? She said, listen, if it's work and the ass whooping, just go to the party.
That's true.
So you go to the party, come home and take the little butt. When you're a certain age, that ain't gonna do nothing to you.
Right.
He the fake cry, oh mommy, I'm sorry, I want to do it again. Versus if mom would have took away something, oh, he never would have won.
Now see,
you can't drive for a month.
That's more reinforcing.
Man,
that is
discipline.
real.
Right, that's
those are real consequences.
It takes effort.
Now
she got to.
Yep. Continue. She can't give the car for him to go do whatever she wants. She got to be inconvenienced.
That's what I'm saying.
See, remember when we was raising a teenager?
That's it.
And we had to do a lot of that.
What? Okay, bootleg. All right, so
we raised a teenager.
I ain't raised a teenager yet.
We did.
Yeah, we helped. I did not wholeheartedly. Don't put that on me.
But we kind of did.
She's 7. Don't put it on me. Nah, I didn't really.
We did.
We did not have 100%. He was just with us.
He was in our household.
That's not raising him. Raising him is you tell anybody, be quiet. I got this. We deal with 100%. All right, we didn't do that.
Okay. But what I'm saying is that how many times in that situation of our part or whatever you want to call it,
the part of the village I saw.
Okay, the village, right? How many times it was like, damn, did you really have to do this? Because now I gotta go and take you to school every day. I can't let you take the car and do what you want to do. So that's where that takes more work and effort and sacrifice on our and planning as the guardians of the village people.
That's life.
But some people aren't really willing to want to do that.
Listen, to be good at anything, it takes work. Shit, to have a good marriage takes work. You need to go wake up and, well, you look pretty. Oh, I'm pretty too. Oh, I like your booty. Ooh. Let's stay married for 40 years. Nah.
Every day.
Because that's fluff. I love you, baby. Love you too.
I love you, baby.
That ain't nothing. That is not gonna keep a marriage together. Sorry, it's not.
Some days I don't like your ass.
It's gonna wear off. I'll never like it. It's gonna wear off, and you're gonna go about your business and find somebody else who will love you too, baby. You get married every fucking 5-6 years.
And you don't understand the reality of what it is.
What marriage really is, and the structure and the family, and pass down the wealth, and all that stuff that we don't have, man. That's real privilege, inheritance, and wealth. Stay married. Have a shirt. Inheritance, wealth. Stay married. Let's be a good shirt. I'm gonna set up at $5.99.
You guys been peeping out our shirts though?
You know we do it. We're gonna have our own shirts soon. Look out for those King Life, Queen Life shirts.
We've been getting a lot of you guys have been sliding up in our DMs and asking us about our shirts.
Okay.
Yeah, about so we were very intentional, just FYI. We were very intentional about when we put this YouTube channel together, what it was gonna look like and for us to be representative of, you know, of us and who we are. So yeah, we got a lot of dope t-shirts. So
we're gonna start making our own school.
Let me tell you guys a funny story though. Funny story. I used to see older couples dressed alike, and I used to be like, that would never be me.
I never said anything.
I used to be like,
really?
I never wanted to be that.
I was never a person that said I never gonna do nothing.
I know you should never say never. I know.
Yeah, I never said nothing.
Well, I did.
But there's certain things I want to do and I don't do now.
I'm glad you found me.
Yeah, I never said that.
But yeah, so our shirts, we like I said, we were very intentional. We have some that are representative of us.
Everything, culture, everything.
Societal,
everything,
stuff.
everything that involves
thought-provoking.
Everything I do is thought-provoking.
So we hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. You can be so demanding. Let us know what you thought. Yeah, like
we're not getting enough thumbs up, y'all. Come on, we're not getting enough thumbs up.
I said, let us know what you thought. Let us know what you think.
Thumbs up.
But let us know what your parenting discipline practices are. Like, comment below. Let us know.
Comment down below. Let us know. That rhymes.
Oh, there we go.
She can't rap, so she can't rap gifts at Christmas. Yeah, comment down below. Let us know how the flow would go when the snow. Oh.
Bars. I'm giving you a compliment.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, guys, but watch the video to the end. Come on, thumbs up. You know, share the video. Leave a little comment. Tell the whole world about King Life, Queen Life. Facebook page, King Life, Queen Life. Instagram, King Life, Queen Life.
Do we have a Twitter yet?
Spread the word. Not yet.
Oh.
Everything gonna be King Life, Queen Life. We'll have King Life, Queen Life shirt, gear. I got my men grooming things coming soon. My beard oil's coming.
Y'all see my husband's beard? Turn to the side so they can see
I always
your
had a beard, but I'm saying.
I know, but just let them. It looks a little.
Yeah, it's cool. Thank you. Pretty much, yeah.
Beard life. Beard.
Yeah, got a lot of stuff coming, so pay attention. Watch the video. Thumbs up. That's it. Yeah,
my husband's beard is better than your husband's beard.
My husband better than your husband. Shit, the whole husband.
Yeah.
The whole husband. Alright, y'all.
Your beard been looking good though.
Thank you.
Kind of sexy. Alright, bye you guys. Gotta go.
Alright guys. Alright guys, we gotta go. Out.
Bye.